Springtime's coming. We're at the end of February. High of 40, low of 30, and you can still see there's snow on the ground, but it's starting to melt and become a slushy, soupy mess. Let's get out here, find a place to shelter for the night, and do something cool. Let's get to it. Okay, so here we are once again, another uprooted tree. And I love these things. I mean, I fell in love with this. I found these things out here. This is actually a different one, as I just showed you. It is not the same one from 8 months ago when I did my first uprooted tree video, and it is not the same one from my underground shelter video. If you haven't seen those videos, check them out because they're outstanding. Why? Because I built them. All right, here's what I'm thinking here. I want to utilize the back wall here to my advantage. Create a wall. Boom, done. This trunk right here, there's a small gap underneath. We can fill that with snow or mud or debris. Second wall, boom. Roof over top, maybe a third wall. Long fire out front. Now, I do not want to sleep in this. This would be a problem. With any type of fire out there, it's going to melt all this mud, this snow, this ice, and I'll be in a slushy, soupy mess. So, normally I do a raised bed. This time I got inspired. I was thinking about suspended bridges. So why not create a bridge hammock? People are like, a bridge hammock? What is that? You'll find out. Trigger warning, there's going to be digging and cutting wood in this video. I know, it's a lot of work for an overnighter. Okay, let's go ahead and address something before we get started. Campsite selection. We have 5 W's. Wind, water, widowmakers, wood, and wildlife. So we're going to build our shelter so we're out of the wind. We have water in the form of snow on the ground everywhere. There's also a creek back here. We have wood right over here. There's a downed tree with wood for eternity. No signs of wildlife in this area, but we have the major #1 danger here is this widowmaker. So we're going to drop this bad boy. The beauty of this is it will land right over here with the rest of my firewood, and I can burn wood all night. Just like that. As always, all the gear in my videos can be found in two places. One on my Amazon influencer page and two on my Self-Reliance Outfitters influencer page. And if you're interested in Corporals Corner merchandise, they can be found on Teespring. All three links are found inside my description box. Sweet, so we have our wind block here. We have a snow wall wind block here, log wind block. So basically, if we were to lay down anywhere in this area, we should be able to block the wind on three sides. At a roof, fire out front, outstanding AF. Okay, so what I have right here is something known in the construction industry as mule tape. And it's commonly found with electricians. And I'm sure you've seen large grayish PVC pipe and it runs through concrete or through walls. What they do is they grab this mule tape and they lubricate up a bunch of electrical conduits or wires. And then they attach this tape to it and physically pull those wires over thousands and thousands and thousands of feet. Sometimes a machine does it as well. And this stuff here is 1,800 pounds break strength. It's also a flat tape and it holds up very well out here. It's underrated. So on eBay or Amazon you can get a hold of this stuff. I don't know what the actual name of it is, but we call it mule tape. So I'm going to go ahead and get 100 foot of this, cut it in half. I have 2 lines of 50 foot. Started one right here. I'm going to run it around my log to my tree and have a large loop, top and bottom, a loop that goes around here. Same thing on this side. 50 more foot, giving me a loop, a top and a bottom. So I'll have 2 loops coming this way, going around my log. And we're going to use that to make our suspended bridge hammock. So both ends are equal on that end. And then we're going to do our standard arbor knot right here to keep this down here. So we're just off the ground and we can take advantage of that windbreak. Okay, so just like we're going to sit here and weave a mat, all we're doing is we're taking our bottom one and we're going to lift it up. That creates a pocket. We're going to slide our rung inside there. Lift the bottom up. Place it in. Same thing on this side. And we're out of wood, so yeah. Okay, so anywhere from halfway to 2/3, you're gonna have to stop and give it some slack. Twisting that becomes so tight, it's virtually impossible to get one of these rungs inside there. So just give it some slack, back it off, and then continue on. Remember, lifting from the bottom up. Slide it in. You're good to go. We're talking about hammock, baby. Bridge hammock, suspension bridge hammock. Oh, thinking get some pine needles underneath me, and we'll be in business. Okay, so let's answer this question because someone's going to ask it. What do you need pine needles for? You're in a suspended bed. Okay, you're right. I'm in a suspended bed and I don't need the pine needles, but the ground here is just a nasty, soupy clay concoction, and it's only going to get worse because the weather's warming up. It's about 42 degrees and it's supposed to hit around 45 today. All this is going to melt away and be a nightmare. So the method is, to the madness, put the pine needles down, and yes, the pine needles are wet. I don't care, because we'll actually cover this soupy frosting mix. And I can put my boots right here. I can step off onto it. And I'd rather have wet feet than nasty, muddy feet. So I'm going to go ahead and put the pine needles underneath the bed, and we'll go from there. let's go ahead and pause for a minute. If you like what you see here, please do me that favor. Hit that like and subscribe button, then ring that notification bell. Once you ring that bell, please select all notifications. Then take it a step further. Grab your cell phone and download the free YouTube app and sign in. This will give you push notifications when my new videos drop. Well, once again, if it ain't raining, we ain't training. In this case, we ain't eating. Check that out. Ribeye, potatoes, bacon, onions, in bacon grease, covered in cheese, baby. That chunk of meat right there. Oh man, oh man. As always, one healthy man-sized portion for a growing boy. I'm going to sit here, enjoy my meal, listen to the rain, and I'll catch you all in a few. Look at that potato. So we're talking about right there. Suspended bridge bed, baby. Okay, so truth behind this. The engineering is courtesy of my boy, Dave Canterbury. If you haven't seen him, check him out. He's OG of YouTube, been on here since the beginning. But believe it or not, people still say, I just found your channel. So if you haven't seen him, check him out, Dave Canterbury. Okay, so I'm changing things up a little bit, and gonna do coffee time right now. Why? Because I'm falling asleep, and most importantly, I have a meeting tomorrow with my attorney. And I don't like going into a lot of personal business, but this one's kind of cool. It involves medium-sized dude. It's a pre-custody meeting for a mediation later this month. So wish me luck on that. Juan Valdez. Outstanding. So, yeah. Custody meeting. Yeah. So we're going to talk about this shelter real quick. What did we do here? Well, we found another down tree, an uprooted tree. Cleaned that bad boy out. Then we went ahead and framed out our tarp to make it more rigid. Placed it, and then most importantly, we created our suspended bridge bed. This is the first for me, and I am loving it. I mean, it's like being on an actual bridge. It bounces up and down. I have that small air cushion where I'm off the ground, and we have our pine needles underneath us. So making up that dead air space as well as keeping me out of that soupy mess. And last thing we did is we created our windscreen and our long fire. So something new, something different, something for the books, or a book. And lastly, to my legions, I love you guys. You guys are killing it. Without you, I always say it, I am nothing. You guys got me bumped up on the list. You got me being seen and heard all over YouTube. I just passed 500,000 subscribers thanks to you. because of what you guys have done. I supply the content. You guys are watching it. You guys are killing it. You guys are circulating it. And I appreciate it. You're my legions. And it means a lot to me. I ask that you please continuing on. Watch my videos all the way to the end. Share them with everybody, everywhere. Find YouTube's next recommended playlist and my next video in there. Play that bad boy. Play one of my playlists. Go out to your job, go do yard work. Just let that bad boy play. Get me on that list. Keep me on that list. And I'll be here for you all. Thank you. And there you go, solo overnight using a suspended bridge bed, courtesy of Dave Canterbury. As always, all the gear in my videos can be found in 2 places. One on my Amazon influencer page and 2 my Self-Reliance Outfitters influencer page. And if you're interested in Corporals Corner merchandise, that can be found on Teespring. All 3 links are found inside my description box. Now please do me that favor. Hit that like and subscribe button, then ring that notification bell. Once you ring that bell, please select all notifications. And as always, thank you for your comments, views, and support. Thanks for watching. Get out in the field, have some fun. I'm going to catch you next time.